I have really been craving chips, but I want to continue to eat healthy. So I decided to do some kale chips. And I got to the store and I bought a 16-ounce bag of kale greens. And I noticed down here in the corner it says it's triple washed. So that's great. Now I don't have to do one extra step. So what you're going to need for this recipe is kale greens, fresh or bagged, the garlic powder, some pink Himalayan sea salt, some olive oil, a Silpat lined cookie sheet, and a bowl to put your kale in. You'll need to preheat your oven to 350 degrees, and when we are ready, we'll put them in for 12 minutes. So, what you do is you dump your kale in, probably about 2.5 cups worth, and you add some olive oil to it, probably about 2 tablespoons at the most, and then you massage it in. And while you're massaging this in to the chips, you want to make sure that the kale is totally covered with oil. And once it's all totally covered, it could take about a minute or two to massage this in. And then you'll want to sprinkle it with a little bit of garlic. And if you find any stems in here, like I have a stem here someplace, I just saw it. If you find a stem, you want to just peel off the green and then get rid of the stems, because stems are quite bitter. So that's all you got to do. There's another stem, and we get rid of it. Okay, so now then what we're going to do is we're going to come over here and get a little bit of garlic, or regular salt, sea salt, pink sea salt. You don't have to use pink sea salt, it's optional. Just sprinkle a little bit on the top and add some garlic powder. And just drizzle that over the top. And then you'll want to toss and mix all that in. Okay. And I like to do this a couple of times because I want it to be a lot of garlic. I love garlic, and it's so good for you, combined with all the benefits of kale. Oh my goodness. This is what my gut needs, I'll tell you that. Okay, so then what you'll do is you'll take the bowl and you'll throw it on your Silpat lined baking sheet, or you can line it with parchment paper, whatever you like. And then you'll spread it out so that's all just on one little level here, and it's not overlapping too much. And then you can go ahead and get it ready to toss in the oven, but I like to add one more sprinkle of garlic powder over the top of all of these. And then I pop it in the oven. So set my timer for 13 minutes actually, because once you open your oven, you're losing heat. So you're gonna have to get that temperature back up, and it may take a minute or so. So I'll come up here and I'll do my kitchen timer for 13 minutes and start it. And when that's done, we'll come back and take a look at that and see if it's all crispy and ready to go. Okay, the timer just went off, and now we're going to check and see if these kale chips are nice and crispy or not yet, or if they need another couple of minutes. Just flip them and toss them over. They are starting to crunch up, but I'm going to give them another 2 to 3 minutes here. See how much they've shrunk? If you were to use fresh kale, you would be able to leave them in bigger leaves so they wouldn't get so small. So I'm going to leave these in here for another 2 minutes, and then we'll come back and see if they're done. Okay, so 12 minutes is up. The timer's getting ready to go off. Let's cut off the timer and open the oven. And there's our kale. One way we can test to see if it's done yet is to go ahead and feel it for crispness. It looks pretty good. Crunchy when you taste it. So that part is done. So while those are cooling, I think I step outside here and see how my husband's coming along with building a new rooster house, shelter for the roosters we had to separate from the rest of the flock yesterday. We had a terrible fight. I have 5 roosters and only 12 hens and 2 babies, which are probably 6 months old. But they got into a fight. 3 of them got bloodied. So he's separating the fighters from the other 2 that already have girlfriends. And he's building a temporary shelter until the permanent one, which is located way over here up in the hill. And until that one's ready, we have to do something with the rooster. So let's see how this is coming along here, this temporary hutch. And he's doing something here. Okay. Oh, there it is. Okay, I get you. Yeah, so we're gonna just keep him here for a while. Let's see what's happening. Uh-oh. We've got to keep the babies away from the biggins. So there's my little flock there. There's one of the troublemakers. There's the other troublemaker. I think it's about time we go in and check on the chips. One benefit of using the Silpat or a parchment paper lining underneath your kale is so that when you go to transfer it, it's a lot easier. You can just pick it up like this and you just push it into your container. And there we go. So that's how you make kale chips. Thank you and have a good day.